Okay, welcome everybody. Episode 26 of the Rodcast. We are back at it like a crack addict. I'm back with my guys, returning Mr. Elu, Swan Don, and our special guest today, Mr. Day Day. Yes, sir. Let's give him a round.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, man. He's already trying to start. Nah, it's gonna be a good one. Happy to be back. Like I said, just coming back from having child. I said having child, and no, I'm excited. It's gonna be a good sports talk with the boys. Obviously, we got Cam the fax machine, Elu the Ravens guy.
Y'all see it,
and Herbert's #1 fan right here.
Yeah, right here.
So it's gonna be a good episode. I'm excited again with these guys. So viewer discretion is advised. There we go. Okay, there we go. Man, it took me a while for that one. No, I mean, let's start off hot with some NBA talk. First off, the In Season Tourney. How's everyone liking it? Y'all digging it, or is it just kind of a waste of time?
I actually like it. Making things like more competitive. You know, like paying for $500K is like, you know, that's worth it. Cause you seen like a lot of NBA players is on like 2-way contracts.
Yeah.
So it's not even guaranteed. So taking home $500K can go a long way. And making everything like more competitive, you know?
That part. So. I didn't know there was money into it. I thought it was just the trophy.
No, it's money into it. Every player getting like, I think $500K.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it's
coaches too, I'm assuming?
I don't know about the coaches, but I know players will. But I mean, it makes everything more competitive. You're not just playing just to play, you know?
Yeah.
You getting something out of it.
Especially at the beginning of the season, make everybody really get that effort in. So
yeah.
So I
like that.
To keep it consistent.
Yeah. Shoot, wow. The only thing that I've not been a big fan of is the courts. They're really fucking with my eyes. I don't know if I'm getting it. I don't know if I'm becoming an old head.
No.
But
I think
that shit just
the only
looks
court
super
I seen
corny
that was
to me.
really live. I'm not gonna lie. Like I think Phoenix and Sacramento had like a live
The
court.
Suns, but the Suns was a lot for me. Like
yeah, it made my eyes hurt a little bit too.
lot.
But it is hard, but yeah, I think we went to that age. I'm like, bro, some of these like colors, I'm
it's
like,
just too much.
I can't see nothing.
Plain and simple.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the odd man out. I like the courts.
You like the courts?
It reminds me of like 2K My Career or like, you know, something like that. I like the Chicago court, the all red one. Lakers court, I don't know how I feel about that one. But like the Kings court and all of that.
Yeah, Kings court hard.
Personally, I like the courts. I like it.
Okay.
And the way the NBA did it, they did the courts to make it known that it's an in-season tournament game rather than a regular game. So I like that.
Now, the one thing I gotta say is, you know how they put the trophy right there in the middle of their courts? Why can they bring that back on the finals? If they need to bring that back. I think if they could do that.
Who's the last team who had that? Like Miami?
I think Miami or
San Antonio.
No, I think it was Miami. I think Miami was the last one. I think 2012.
Yeah, with that Mavs series.
No, against the Thunder.
Oh.
That's the year they beat the Thunder.
Damn, yeah, they need to bring that back. That was, like I said, simple, efficient.
Yeah, I think they need to, because that made like everything more intense. And also having like the logo patch on your jersey was so hard. So and they bring all of it back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It makes it seem more fun, I think. I mean, the courts being all like that, like you said, makes it kind of out of the ordinary, but
yeah.
No, I think Dallas has fucked with me the most because I was like, motherfuckers are definitely running out of bounds every play. Like just how like dark y'all are, just y'all's that type of blue y'all got on that court.
Because they trying to use like the city of Dallas, like the Trinity River stuff. It's like the Trinity River edition, like city edition. So that's probably why. So it like mess with everybody's eyes.
I wonder how the players feel, like how as far as how.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think they're really taking it serious?
Some are. I feel like
I've seen some interviews where they're like, I don't even understand.
I feel like the young teams.
I mean, if you look at like,
you know
for example, like Minnesota been balling like with it, honestly.
Yeah.
And so you got like them, you got San Antonio trying hard. You got a lot of teams like that. Dallas been doing good.
Yeah.
So you got teams like that who like really been hooping. Like even though they haven't like they're up and down, Orlando been trying hard.
Doesn't Minnesota have like the blue and lime green on their court?
Yeah.
That's the one that messes my eyes the most.
Yeah.
Honestly, is
Ain't
Minnesota.
like they hooping this year.
I was thinking of.
You brought up the Spurs, man. I got to bring that up. So I'm watching the Spurs, you know, I believe, I forgot what day it was. You know, just a normal weekday, coming back from work, all that fun stuff. I turn on the TV, Spurs playing OKC. I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be the battle of the Western Conference Finals in like years ahead. You know what I mean? They're getting 40-balled. And TNT changes their game to other games around the league.
No way.
Yes. I looked at Bree, I said, I was fucking watching that. You know what I mean? Like I was dead. Like, yeah, they were getting 40 balled, but I was like, damn, I was watching that. Is that bad to where They had, you know what I mean? Like, is that bad to where
tough.
they switched the?
That's crazy.
I didn't see that.
That.
Was Wemby balling at least?
No.
Wemby and shit, they ain't good.
No, at all. That
I saw that. I saw the stats like after the game. It was horrible.
Then I don't think none of them scored over double digits.
So what do you guys think Wemby's three-year projection is?
Okay, so I get to his first year. So me and one of my frat bros, we had like a discussion in our chat. He was saying that, he was glazing hard about Wemby, which I don't have a problem with. You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't see a big number one draft pick like this since Bron back in 2003. So I get that. But what I was telling him is that at the end of the day, the Western Conference is stacked. You got teams like Sacramento, Minnesota coming up. You got a lot of teams that's really like outdoing. The teams that we thought that was gonna be predictable is not predictable, right?
Okay.
So what I told him is that he said, what do you think would be the max win this year? I said, I'm not even trying to sound like a hater, bro, but I said no more than 35.
I said 35 on the dot.
I said 35. And
This year?
This year gonna be 35 wins max.
And I like the Spurs.
And so he was like, I said yes. I said between the window of 30 to 35, no more. And then he gonna send me a screenshot. I forgot who they beat. They blew out. I think they beat Phoenix. That's when they beat Phoenix.
Oh, when they came back from 20 down?
So then I see him a screenshot of them getting blown out by Indiana. I said,
oh, yeah.
And he said, all right, bro, you got this one. I was like, yeah. Like,
yeah.
They have the most losses by 30 plus so far this season. We're only 11, 10 games in.
Yeah.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's why I said 35 wins max, because they are learning to play with each other. Because if you look at their injuries, a lot of people have been out last couple of years. They learn to play with each other. They're young.
Real young.
And then you bring in a person, Wemby, who never played with them ever. So it's going to be growing pains. That's why I said no more than 35.
Oh, yeah. And let's not forget, too, Wemby's only 19. Like,
that's it.
Bro can't even drink. Bro can't even drink. Like, that shit is crazy to think.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. Instead of 3-year projection, what do you think about a 2-year projection? Next year, when they, are able to get them some help in there, able to, move some things around?
I think next year they could be a play-in.
Yeah.
Play-in or even wins? Bottom. How many wins? They could be in the 40 range. In the 40, like low 40s.
I like that.
Low 40s, mid 40s.
But the thing, too, with this Wemby effect, he's gonna attract superstars to want to come to San Antonio.
A lot.
So, which is good too, since they have so many young players, they can use them as trade bait.
It would have been live if they were able to bring like a Jaylen Brown there. That would have been so live because remember we had rumors of him going there.
It was always I always hear him or Clay.
Nah,
Clay
they don't need Clay.
Man, I've been hating to see that.
Clay is
he's gonna ask for too much money too. He's gonna hold him back. I'd rather get Jaylen Brown. Honestly, he's still young. He's still putting up 25 plus,
and less ego.
Yeah, sure. And he's super humble. Like he don't say much.
Yeah,
you never see him really getting on the court.
Clay going to a young team like that,
it's gonna mess it up.
Yeah,
and you see what he doing this year on averaging like 12 points. Like he's supposed to be like this boy and step it up since Jordan Poole left, and they both playing horrible.
Oh my gosh, yes,
definitely.
Poole is.
Point.
They said Ruby Rose, right? She was at the court.
I
seen that too. She even had him on her prize page.
I traded bro away. I literally
really
on my fantasy. He gave me 0 points.
Well, he had a 40-point game this year, didn't he?
Yeah, in the preseason. Preseason, yeah. It was the last preseason game too. I think.
I traded him away, bro. I traded him away. I think for Jalen Green. Somebody offered me Jalen Green for him.
Okay.
I said, "You sure?" He said, "Yeah." I said,
"I guess the Warriors."
So you think Poole is a system player then? Because he was cool in Golden State.
So what I think is he's
coming off the bench.
I mean, yeah.
Well, so I think that beginning of the season he's gonna play like a little rough. But I think like eventually he's gonna get together. It's still gonna lose, but he's gonna like get.
He's got potential. He for sure has potential. But when he wants to, to play hard,
it was just easier with that Warriors team because there were already so many offensive weapons.
Oh my god, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you have him, Clay, Steph Curry, Andrew Wiggins all on the same court.
Yeah, you can't double all of them.
Exactly.
So I get that.
And with the Wizards, like the only person who's gonna score more than him is Kuzma on that team. Because if you look at the starting lineup, you got Tyus Jones, Jordan Poole. That's a small lineup already. They're already small right there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got that second year player, Deji. Then you got Kuzma, and then you got Daniel Gafford. Nobody's worried about them.
At all.
Yeah.
I don't even know who's their bench, to be honest. Yeah. So it's like
I barely know the starting lineup.
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't. I mean, it's gonna be hard for him. He gotta be the main scoring option.
Yeah.
Since bringing up Jordan Poole, let's talk about his arch nemesis, Mr. Draymond Green. Well, what's bro thinking out there?
I don't think he is thinking. Let's start there.
Right. When I watched the video of him fucking up Rudy, I was like, Like that's literally why he say fuck me. Like what was he doing?
Like,
Yeah.
he was smiling the whole time.
Yeah.
that should tell you something.
He was loving
that.
that.
Man was gritting his teeth.
The whole
I literally was like, I'm gonna make that my profile picture, bro. Like that's hilarious.
like that's crazy.
Bro really had him like this and gritting his teeth. Like that's menace behavior. That's black Air Force
that's
behavior. Bro.
very
1000%.
behavior.
Elijah was showing me that painting that artist already drew of the whole scenery.
Yeah.
Bro, because if you think about it, like Draymond's really one of the funniest players because remember last year in the playoffs when they played Sacramento, he stomped on.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he,
and
like,
then tried to act
fracture?
like he didn't
And
do
that's
it.
for real.
Act like he tried to like it was Sabonis' fault.
Yeah,
No, I remember it was a meme on Twitter and Instagram when he was getting to it with Herb Jones. He said, "How, talking like a donkey with Brandon Ingram."
Oh, I seen that one.
Brandon Ingram,
Like the
man,
voiceover?
He's like, man, I think I'm high as shit right now. this man, Draymond's like, oh yeah, I'm locking up. He said, that's why your coach subbing your ass out. He said, what? Kerr, I'm good. Bro, Draymond is funny.
Okay, so
bro.
5-game suspension. Too harsh or not harsh enough?
I think it's a happy medium.
According to his history.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
Bro, honestly, somebody had got more games and they ain't really do much. I'm trying to remember who suspension was.
Bridges. I'm just kidding.
Nah,
Hey, chill.
We'll talk about that.
John Morant.
but I'm saying like I think 5 games is I don't know, like given his history too. I don't know because I mean he got suspended last year in playoffs for Sabonis.
Exactly.
So, I mean you can't.
But he was
It's
curb stomping
reoccurring.
them though.
It's reoccurring.
But no, you can't say it because if you look at it, bro. I'm not even trying to defend Draymond, but Sabonis was also grabbing him too.
yeah.
That don't mean you got a curb stomp.
I ain't gonna lie
boy.
to you. We all watched that game and we know Draymond.
We know who the antagonizer was.
We know what went down there.
Yeah.
He didn't just step on him. He stepped on him and lifted up.
Yeah,
with
'cause
his
He
weight
jumped
and then
too.
Jumped off.
He got a couple inches off the ground.
he got that Super Mario jump in that bitch.
Sabonis was grabbing his ankle the whole time. You could do anything with that. Like you can literally mess up his ankle that way. He was holding it. So Draymond, of course, he gonna take it too far. But I mean, at the same time, Sabonis was also doing a dirty play too.
He was.
Okay, so then,
And then I'm gonna say he should have got more.
right.
I think he should have got more considering his history.
What do you think? How many do you think?
Like 10.
10. That's what I would think too. Just because of the Jordan pool, then the Sabonis, and then this. You know what I'm saying?
The suspension's not really hurting him. It's the money. And if that's what it takes to get to his head to stop like doing this shit, like
Nah, he's not gonna stop. You seen his post where he just said? He said, I've been in the league for like 12 years. Y'all tell me stop. I'm not stopping. I know he said nobody can tell Draymond.
I know Vince McMahon's blown his lineup.
Bro, you had Steve Kerr defending him.
That's
I'm like,
really why,
I'm
though.
like, you really defending this man?
That's
What he
his
did?
biggest enabler is Steve Kerr.
I like, bro, Steve Kerr got.
You gotta love it though, if you're a player
I love
in
the
that.
loyalty. Like I love
the
Yeah.
loyalty as a player,
Yeah.
but let's be for real, bro. Like that man was, bro. What Rudy do? I don't understand. Rudy I know he brought COVID to the NBA. I know he did all that. But what had Rudy
That shit
really
was
done,
wild.
bro?
Yeah.
Like, be honest, bro. What had Rudy really done? He was just mind his business. He was trying to break.
He's trying to break it up, yeah.
He was.
And then they talking about Clay doing it. I said, bro, Clay literally grabbed the man's jersey.
Clay did start it. I was
Okay,
gonna say,
okay,
who do
so
y'all think started
I
it?
feel like that is getting really buried by like the whole ending of it. The fact that if you really watch the tape, Clay really had his jersey
Yep.
all the way through half court. And I feel like that's another thing. Like
And then on top of that, like the Warriors always been known for picking on younger players. Like they were picking on Grizzlies last year.
Makes
And
sense.
then they talking about 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay,
I mean, Grizzlies poked the bear first. It's
it's fair. I mean, it did with Bron, so it's fair.
Yeah.
But why is Draymond beefing with Anthony Edwards? Like he always says like, bro, don't fight me like that. He's
I
like, what you gonna
know.
do?
And then
He's
Ant
just super-
cooked him after.
He's just the old head now. He's just
But if you look at Draymond act like this because whenever Steph don't play, he don't want to play.
That's what Rudy said too.
Yeah.
Like 0 and
right.
7, like literally like that. He always gonna
Yeah.
find a way to get kicked out. He said, "Man, I ain't finna get cooked like here every single time."
I think I saw a stat that said all the times that Draymond's been kicked out of a game,
7 games.
3 games has been with Steph, and the other 7 have been when Steph isn't playing. So it's like, hey, when Steph don't play, he like, man, I don't need to be out here.
Literally,
I can go a game without a check. Like
yeah.
he now he's going multiple games without a chick.
Damn.
he ain't worried about that.
or maybe the other side of it is when Steph's on the court, it makes him feel a lot more disciplined to actually get the job done. See what I'm saying? I feel like maybe when
Yeah.
Steph's not on the court,
I mean,
it kind of gives him too much freedom. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
To a certain point, because at the same time, Draymond's had his play sometimes hurt them. Because if you look back in 2016, if he never got that suspension, they would beat Cleveland.
Yeah. Easily.
So I mean, so you gotta look at that too. Him being,
I hate taking away from Cleveland on that because they still blew that 3-1.
I'm not gonna take away from them, but Draymond was a huge factor as well.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
At the same time, he was the only one showed up for Game 7. He had 32, I think 5 and 7, something like that. And
Who?
Draymond in Game 7.
Isn't that crazy to hear?
I was about to say, Draymond had 32.
Yeah, he had 32 in Game 7. For real.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question.
And then if you look at, but I'm saying, but if you also look at Game 5, he got suspended. And that was a crucial game for them. That's what led to the comeback.
Yeah.
So who else on the Warriors do you think, excluding Steph Curry, who do you think on that team could keep his attitude in check?
No one.
There's not one person as far as
the only person who could was Iguodala. He's gone. He's retired.
Exactly.
He's the only one who's ever keeping
because no one has that kind of spunk or attitude in him on that team.
The coach ain't even gonna do it.
That's what I'm saying. Iguodala was the only one.
You know, them rookies were scared getting drafted to the Warriors. They're like, bro, please don't fuck me. Don't make me end up like Poole.
I think the only person who has that power, come back to my point, is Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's from attitude. I think it's just from his attributes and what he brings to the team.
And then, just them growing up with each other. Yeah.
That part too. So I feel like it's more of a respect thing more than like a, as far as like a he's not playing, I don't want to play too type thing.
Yeah.
It's more of like he's on the court, I know to act at least a little right because I'm not going to blow this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Steph doesn't.
I get that.
We all know that he puts it all on his back. So
Facts.
1,000%.
Shit. What do you think about this Chicago Bulls shit going on? We got Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso. Seems like someone's going to get traded.
I think
As a Lakers fan, I want Caruso.
that would be smart. I ain't gonna lie.
I never wanted to get rid of Caruso or KCP.
I feel like if y'all can
KCP's tearing it
if
up.
y'all can get Caruso, that'd be live. I feel like LaVine would fit so well with Philly or Miami. Like,
Yeah.
I think Miami would be a really good landing spot.
same thing with DeRozan.
Nah, maybe Philly.
You think so?
I think
Him, Joel, and Tyrese has been going crazy.
It's not even that. So if I was Philly, I would definitely get Zach LaVine more than DeRozan because he can score from three better. But
And DeRozan's older.
And he's old. DeRozan 34 and LaVine like 28, 29.
Yeah.
So it makes it better. And on top of that is Philly just got all them draft picks from the Harden trade. Plus they brought back some like wing players like Covington and everybody. They still got DeAnthony Melton on their bench. So like they have some scores. So if I was them, I would definitely like flip some of the picks and maybe like a role player for like LaVine and probably like some, I don't know, figure out some role players or whatever and bring LaVine in. So now you have a lineup of Maxey, LaVine. You can put in any small forward right there. And when Oubre come back, put in Oubre right there.
Oh, when is he bro?
He's supposed to come back in a couple weeks. It's not as bad as everybody make it seem.
Okay. You just, when you hear someone get hit by a vehicle.
It was a video on Twitter where he was still like walking, everything was fine.
That's good.
So it's not as bad. People make, I mean, it's bad, but it's not.
I mean, he's been balling. He was balling.
Yeah,
too.
he already averaged 20. He's on a veteran minimum deal. That's a steal.
Really?
Yeah, he's on a vet deal.
Wow.
So I would say the line will be like Maxey, LaVine. You have Kelly Oubre, and then you have Tobias and Joel. That's a deadly lineup.
Hell yeah.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Shit. LaVine even saying like I think the Spurs were one of his destinations he'd want to go
Really?
to. Yeah. I was like, wow.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Like the Spurs, they really need leadership right now. They need a vet.
Yeah.
They need some
That's
veteran
true.
leadership. Like,
That is true.
Who are their vets?
Shit.
That can't be just Zach Collins because there's
Johnson and Collins.
Popovich.
Johnson will be in the league for like 4 years.
man.
Yeah, Popovich is their only vet.
How about Zach Collins though?
No.
How about that
You
career?
said don't bring him up.
How about that
Bring him up.
career?
No, they got what's name too. I forgot on their bench for the vet. Devontae Graham.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not playing. They don't have a.
See, he was suspended at first.
For what?
Before.
Yeah.
Operating a vehicle or something like that, like under influence,
intoxicated.
So I think he just came out. I don't know, but I know he was suspended beginning of the season.
Oh, this is a good one for Spurs fans. Do y'all think Pop needs to be gone?
No.
You think he can?
No.
Bro, these like I said, they've had the 30+ L's. Everyone's blaming Pop just because they're thinking he
They're
can't.
young, man.
Exactly.
They're not gonna figure it out.
But they're thinking he can't hang with them. Like he can't coach this young core.
This the same team. That's how it was before when he had got like David Robinson and stuff. It's gonna be like that.
But definitely you got to think though. The game has changed. There's, the 3-point. You know what I mean? Like
And he has a.
they've been shooting. They've been shooting the ball. Like, I wouldn't do that, bro. I mean, he could develop Wemby and stuff.
He can develop Wemby.
I think he can do it real good with him. And then you seen his history with Duncan and with everybody else.
Yeah.
And they're all still around for player development. Duncan,
Exactly.
Tony Parker.
They don't have no All-Star with them, so it's supposed to be some growing pains. It took Minnesota forever to get them to jail. It took OKC forever to get them to jail. Like SGA playing, he's the only All-Star on that team. It's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
I'll say just wait. Like it took Sacramento years to get where they at.
Yeah.
Until last year, so I was like, they just gotta be patient.
Shout out Mike Brown.
I got a question that randomly popped in my mind. Who's a better coach between Pop and Phil Jackson?
Pop. I'm always gonna say Pop.
I'm gonna say Pop.
Because I mean, bro, if you look at like I always have this conversation with my friends. If you look at Phil Jackson, look who the players he had. Like, he didn't have to really, like, get it out the mud like Pop had to.
Yeah.
You had players, like, you went from having Kobe and Shaq, you had MJ, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, all them. Turn around, had Kobe again with Paul Gasol. You had, that's 11 films right there.
I like
with Pop, that man had Duncan.
the Euro League.
And, he had Duncan and he had David Robinson. Cool, right?
Yeah.
When Tony Parker came in, it was a round 1 pick 29 draft in 2001. Nobody, 28. Nobody really knew much about him, and he came to like a Finals MVP in 2007.
Yeah,
developed him and everything. 2014, nobody really talking much about Kawhi, and look what he did in Finals. I think one of the first players to get all Finals MVP with no All Star that year,
And I think he's the youngest still.
and he the youngest.
And that Kawhi was like, I would say, the most.
And look how Kawhi's
impressive
season
Kawhi
is
we've
now.
seen.
That man
Yeah.
won 2 rings,
Yeah.
multiple Finals MVPs, multiple Defensive Player of the Years.
Yeah.
That's the power of Pop, bro. I'm not taking away, and I'm not taking away saying like Phil Jackson not a great coach, but the players he coached was already great already.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
That's fair.
You seen what Michael was doing in '88, putting up 63 points against the Celtics.
Yeah.
He just didn't have a good coach or surrounding team. So
Yeah.
Phil Jackson had to do much. He had just come in there,
And
take over the
mediocre,
players.
yeah.
That's it. Like when he came in with the Lakers, they was already a developed team. They just needed a good coach.
I mean, yeah, think of it. Phil had Kobe and Shaq both averaging near 30.
exactly. He
Like, that shit is crazy. Like, both,
yeah.
I think Shaq was like, what, 58% from the field those
Yeah.
years too, which is fucking
That
insane.
man put up 29 and 15 in the playoffs. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They did cheat the Kings, so, but we
But
don't
I'm
gotta talk.
saying,
That's
like, Phil Jackson,
conspiracy.
he ain't had to do much out the mud like
Pop. Yeah,
Pop.
because most of his is homegrown.
Yeah, like Pop, after 2007, he didn't win a ring again until 2014. And then, I hate to say this, but if Zaza Pachulia didn't do that dirty-ass play on Kawhi, they would have won that year, too.
Damn.
I forgot about that.
They would have won it that year because him
Yeah.
and LaMarcus Aldridge was going crazy that year.
Boy, LaMarcus.
Nobody was stopping them. Patty Mills going dumb. Tony Parker going dumb. That year was supposed to be that year again to win.
Yeah.
So I got to say them.
That's fair.
I like that.
That's fair.
Damn, I like it. I got another topic for y'all. How do y'all feel about Adam Silver telling Lamelo Ball to cover his tats?
So what was the tattoo?
I was
It
gonna
just
ask
says
that too.
I think it's just his initial, his LB, right?
No,
it LB or LV?
I think it's a LV.
Like
Is Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
I think that's why they said it's like he's promoting.
Because it's
or
a.
whatever.
Let me see. Let's
So you're
see.
telling me nobody else has anything tattooed?
That's what
like
I'm
that?
saying.
I think
I've seen
doubt it.
motherfuckers with emojis tatted on
doubt
them.
it.
Bro, Mike, what's
Yes.
that? Mike Sky.
Yes. Let me see that
That's
neck
crazy.
tattoo.
Yeah, right there, yeah. I think it's a LL or something like that. I don't know what that means, though.
Let's see.
That's like modern day slavery, man. That's crazy.
Let's see. I can't.
Like it.
Yeah, it's like LF.
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 I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Is that his brand?
I think that's probably his brand.
LaMelo footwear.
I don't know. I'm like,
I can't. Yeah, I don't. Dang, he. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Regardless, though, I think it's stupid. It's just like how they were trying to hoe Allen Iverson back in the day with the dress code.
Oh, look! It says it's a Big Baller brand tattoo.
Okay, but look at the same thing. I love,
no, it
I
says
love
older
Mr.
brother.
Beast, but they got Mr. Beast on a Jordan jersey, but LaMelo can't have his own tattoo. Like
Man.
that don't make no sense to me.
It doesn't at all. It's a
And-
rare L.
I feel like it's pretty unusual for the NBA to do that or make a big deal about it. At least, like,
That's the first time I've heard about
Me
it.
too.
Well,
So,
that's what I mean. Like it to me, it doesn't, because back to AI, that's the same shit they did with him with the clothing and shit. Like, bro was just wearing baggy jeans.
okay. Well, let
shorts
me
and
ask you a
jersey.
question. What about Big Bird? All his tattoos he
Chris
had.
Anderson.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, they went up to his neck.
But
So-
I mean, okay, so
he had like
I'm glad-
Hot Wheel shit.
No, but with that,
Yeah.
I mean, you also have to look at that. Though I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Look who was the commissioner at the time.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was a different
It
commissioner.
was
He
a
probably
different,
wouldn't have
and
cared.
this one's way more. But the thing is, I feel like this commissioner is way more soft. Look at the Ja Morant situation.
yeah.
Yeah.
The old commissioner wouldn't have let that slide like that.
Oh, facts.
See what I'm saying?
That's the same commissioner that vetoed the Chris Paul trade.
See, so
man.
so that's why.
yeah,
it's
don't
not
get me
really-
started on that one. As a Lakers
man.
fan,
It's not really making sense to me. I mean, you cover a tattoo with LaMelo, but I mean, Ja Morant kind of, you know what I'm saying? He kind of gets off easy. And I like
I
both
mean,
players.
same thing with
but-
Draymond. Draymond got in 5 games and stuff. Like,
And so
Yeah.
that's my thing. Like, I feel
for
like the
choking
league-
somebody out, he was having a seizure on the court. That's crazy.
So like that'll show you that the league has to be a little more consistent. I feel like. I mean,
Yeah, agree.
I mean, the only person who really doing that part on trying to make it more, I guess, helpful is Joe Dumars. He trying his best,
yeah.
but
Only
I
so
mean, at
much
the end of
he
the day,
can
Adam
do.
Silver got the last say so.
Yeah.
So
I mean, at least the NFL. I mean, I'm kind of against the NFL fines, but I mean, at least they're kind of keeping it even across the board. You're fining everybody.
It's just soft on the
It's
board.
very soft. It's very soft on their part, but I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do it, you got to do it even across
to everybody, and they are doing that.
Yeah.
That's fair. How do y'all feel about man, I'm kind of sad to bring this up because Cam's been going at my man, Mr. James Harden.
Bro.
He need to be a team player.
Y'all see his buzzer beater though.
So
Ooh.
okay, so
His first win as a Clipper.
y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me.
Let me hear it.
Y'all gonna hate me. One, it was against a sorry team. Let's start there.
No. They just.
But it was
Bro,
a
they
very
were
tough
on a
shot.
6-game win
But-
streak.
Very tough shot.
But still, who expect Utah? You
They beat LA twice.
But I'm saying, but still, you don't see Utah going anywhere.
Good. It's a good squad you got there.
But I'm
Keep it
saying,
up.
but nobody sees Utah going anywhere. Let's be for real. You're not supposed to be that close to Utah. But I mean, regardless. Two, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this only. I applaud Russ for coming off the bench. Like that's real leadership. But we all know what was the problem.
Everybody.
But at the same time, Russ does play better with the second unit. He showed it with the Lakers
Yep.
what he loved. And
Yeah.
but I have like a pros and cons to it because at the same time when PG and Kawhi got hurt in the playoffs and everything, when PG didn't play at all and Kawhi got hurt, Russ the one showing up.
Come on, bro.
It was only him and Bones
Hey.
Highland showing up and Terrence Mann. Like it man was doing and Norman Powell. It was just them four.
There is not many people in the league that I know have paid their dues as much as.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
so like and he pushed the pace like the Clippers like to run slow. That man's like, bro, we gotta push the pace because if we take forever to get over the half court, it's already 13 seconds left. Like,
My
come on.
inspiration.
That's what I'm saying. Like Harden, he's a great hooper. You already know I love Harden, but he doesn't push the ball like Russ does. But of course they're gonna start him because he could score better than Russ.
Yeah.
So that's why I said.
I mean, but you can also see from his teammates, they're trying to get him going. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never seen Kawhi react how he
Kawhi's
reacted
tired of losing.
Oh,
when
to the
James Harden. Did you
to the game winner?
see how excited I was like, bro,
Yeah.
didn't even celebrate this when he won the ship.
bro,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
man,
Like,
that man's tired of losing. That's why.
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, let's be. It's only obviously it's 7 games, but it's still so early in the season. We can look back on this and be like, damn, the Clips are in the Western Conference Finals.
exactly.
You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah, but at the same time, losing 6 games is not known that the Clippers is not known for.
oh yeah,
That's-
especially with the talent they
Not
have.
with
I
that
get that.
lineup.
I get
Yeah,
I get that.
That's why like you bringing in 4 All-Stars and 4 like MVP racing players. And
Yeah.
4 potential Hall of Fame players all together.
But that's the good thing about the season. There's 81 games.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to
Long time ago. Till what? April?
yeah,
Is it
plenty of time to just mesh up and see what they can do from there. I mean, obviously I'm a big Harden guy. I hope he can, because I can't defend bro no more if he fuck up
You
with his
really
team.
can't.
I really can't.
He has to be. He
Because
has to
at
be a
the
little
same
more
time-
selfless.
Because I mean, right how it's looking right now, Philly won that trade right now. That's how it's looking.
Did they?
Yeah, I mean Tyrese looks
Tyrese Maxey is
happy.
the reason really why though.
That man average. Not even just that. Joel is having a great year so far, averaging I think 31, 10.
I mean, half his points are literally from the free throw line.
I mean, you could say the same
That's
thing about Dame Lillard this year.
Yeah,
Definitely
You
right
could say
about
the
that.
same thing.
which we did talk that Bucks team definitely misses Holiday.
Defense is
Yeah,
so-
defense is
Me and my dad
poor,
was on the phone right now, looking like the Bucks. I mean, not the Bucks. The Celtics gonna probably go far right now.
Yeah, if Porzingis
like-
is a third option, that's
They're the only team that's
Yeah.
a 10 wins team. Porzingis look phenomenal playing as a third option right now. They're looking like real dangerous, and everybody them keep. I ain't gonna lie, Brad Stevens gotta get investigated. Him making that trade, trading away Josh Richardson for Derek White must be a crime, because ain't no way in hell
Yeah.
Derek White is locking up like this. That man locking up
Yeah.
Jimmy Butler is crazy.
I mean, everyone bullied him to shave his head, so he's like, "Shit, I'm gonna clamp everybody up."
I mean,
Fuck
somebody
Pretty
said he like the white MJ when
I
MJ
was
shaved
gonna
his head.
I kind of like Derek White's effort though. I saw him a little last year at the end of the year and I didn't watch him before
Broken.
that, but his effort.
I put that boy on my fans. Said,
Bro.
"Hey, bro's a hooper." Because as soon as that man shaved his head, that man started went full MJ mode.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a hooper.
Shit. Well, let's get some NBA predictions. Who's y'all? We'll go, Mr. Elijah first. Who you got your Rookie of the Year prediction for the NBA?
I feel like just based off of popularity, it has to be.
So you think it's gonna be the popularity contest?
It's a popularity contest.
I mean, it's the NBA, so you got to understand it.
You got Wemby too.
I know I got Wemby.
I'm saying
Yeah.
shit.
You
I
got
feel
shit.
like the best is yet to come with Wemby. So,
Yeah, I will say this too. I mean, between the Wemby and Shet, like shit, I I do feel like Wemby has more on his plate than Chet. Like Chet has SGA. Like, you know what I mean? Like how we said, like he has they definitely have a more complete team than what Wemby's having to deal with.
And experience too.
Like Wemby's literally having to take the ship, and he's only 19. Chet, he has SGA to fall back on.
But
you know what I mean?
The only reason why I'm saying shit is because if you look at, like, of course, one, they're going to go by popularity, but they're also going to go by impact. Not saying Wemby's not impacting, but if you look at what Chet's not getting enough credit, like, he's putting numbers. I think he's shooting like 65%. Like, he's doing crazy. And then, like, Wemby, he's doing his thing as well. But the only thing that's also going to be to it is that Wemby's not even playing center.
Yeah.
And so you got to have Zach Collins, who's like a couple inches shorter than him, play center when Chet is playing center. And he coming off a huge fracture. Yeah. And so he couldn't play. He came out. He got like that Blake Griffin effect. Can't play a rookie year because of a fracture.
Yeah. But like I said, Wemby don't got an SGA. SGA is going to bring a lot of attention. Like
he
that.
Can have an off game in SGA.
I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, to be like fairly, like to be entirely fair, that's not Chet's fault.
Yeah.
That's just how a great management that the Thunder have. Because I mean, the Spurs had opportunities to bring in a free agent. They just chose not to. They want to rebuild and tank for Wemby. Unlike OKC, they turned all them draft picks from players of Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, all that to like hella draft picks, even with Russ. And so like they bring in the SGA from that trade. So that's probably like the most even trade really with the Clippers and them, because the Clippers getting PG and stuff and other people, and then they getting the SGA and Gallinari before they let him go, and they're bringing the hella draft picks that turns to like Jalen Williams and other people like that. So it's like an even trade.
Okay, question then on that. Okay, OKC with Chet right now. What's your prediction as far as game wins?
Oh, right now I got them being
playing.
Not even playing. I think they're gonna actually make it.
Let me get a number.
6 seed.
60. Okay, that's a good number. Okay, so take Chet off that team this year. How many wins you give him?
If Chet's off, I'm not gonna lie. They probably be they
realistically.
I'll say
like 50s.
Yeah.
Right? Mid.
I say about like mid 40s to low 50s.
Mid 40s. I was gonna say low 50s. Okay, so take Wemby off of the Spurs. You already gave him 35, right? Take Wemby off of the Spurs this year. How many games you give him?
I'm still gonna say probably like in 30, 35.
You think so?
That's a stretch. What? That's a stretch.
It's not.
I don't know about that.
I didn't see that coming.
It's not. No, it's not a stretch. It's not a stretch.
For a loop too.
It's not a stretch. I'm gonna say. Actually, I take that back. I'm actually gonna say 20 to 25.
I'm gonna say low 20s.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like, I'm not gonna take away Wemby or something, but you also the players that he playing with are not ass.
Yeah.
Like
they're just 12.
They're not an SGA, but like Vassell and everybody else are hoopers.
Yeah, Keldon,
all them hoopers. Like they was shooting for three, and Keldon not even known for shooting for three. Like you got Sohan running the point like a Dennis Rodman right now.
Yeah.
So it's like they're doing their thing. But I mean, I get y'all saying Wemby does impact the Spurs. I would admit that. But I'm just don't want to take away from Chet because like he's doing his thing over there.
Yeah.
And and the reason why I said him because he's putting these numbers up and he's not even a top option like Wemby is. Wemby's one top option of the Spurs and their numbers are right there.
I guess you have a point because it's rookie of the year, not MVP. I guess if it was more MVP than
and then like I said, their numbers are right there. And Chet is like he's a third, fourth option over there because you got to think with SGA and then you got Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams like the number 2 option, and then you also got to deal with Giddey. Like he's not the top option over there.
Yeah.
And so with Wemby, they're gonna look to go to Wemby every single time in the paint.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said and the fact that he putting these numbers up and he got shared a ball with SGA, who's averaging like 30 and 8 right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Insane. Yeah. That's fair.
Shit. Well, now let's hear these NBA MVP predictions. Who's winning the? We'll start with you, Mr. Cam, and we'll go down.
I got 2 tied.
Okay, let's hear it.
I'm gonna say either Tatum or Luka.
Okay.
I was gonna go Tatum or Maxey.
Maxey, wow,
I like Maxey.
That's a wild card.
I feel like Maxey's gonna have a lot more games like his really good game this year.
Yeah,
his 50 ball.
Yeah. I'll let you go and then I'll.
If I'm gonna be honest, I still think Jokic is right up there. So I'm gonna go Jokic.
I didn't like his last game.
Yeah,
I did not like his last game.
They starting to figure him out a little bit.
He didn't hit.
I mean, but he's still. What's he average? Is he still averaging a triple double?
He is, but I mean, you also got to look how the Celtics are with Tatum. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
They're complete.
Tatum was my second option though, so I'll give it to Tatum. But
Tatum's winning. I think it's his year.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I didn't realize he's always been in MVP talks, but like I feel like this is like This is it. This is
I think, and the way like they're hooping and the way the Dallas hooping is gonna be one. It's gonna be either him or Luka that's gonna get it because Luka's finally sharing the ball. You see Kyrie getting his points in and distributing.
It's good to see Kyrie look happy.
Yeah, he's happy as hell, and I think they're second in the West.
Yeah.
They're not far from the Nuggets. I think they're like half a game back.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say either them or the Celtics, but I think Tatum gonna get it more because that's a more complete team than Dallas. Dallas still struggles in some defensive areas, unlike the Celtics. The Celtics like the most complete team. You got multiple. You got like 4 players who can ever give you 20 easily.
That is true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Shoot. Well, that was some fun NBA talk. This is where shit gets toxic.